You're watching The Incline with Crystal, and I am here with Deborah Fleming. She is the owner of Walnut Life.
Hello.
I'm interviewing Deborah in her own brand new
Commercial
kitchen.
Yay.
So excited to be here interviewing you, Deborah.
Thank you.
Can you tell our viewers what Walnut Life is about?
Well, Walnut Life is actually a lifestyle. It's about being connected to Mother Nature and being outside. It's about knowing the season and making that season part of how you make your decisions about your food, because the best way to eat healthy is to eat locally. And the way to do that is to eat what's in season. So also making rest and relaxation your priority, laughing out loud, loving hard, and just always doing your best.
Exactly.
Yes, that's a Walnut Life.
Can you see why I wanted to interview Deborah?
She talks a lot.
Deborah is excited about what she's doing in her business for the community. And that's more important than just owning a business as a Black woman, as a Black business owner, right? And this is what the Incline is really about. It's about perseverance. It's about belief. You got to have a purpose. Thought-provoking purposes is the main goal.
And not just a purpose, but the will to move it forward, Crystal.
Absolutely.
That is
on
the
the
key.
Incline.
Absolutely. On the incline. Always moving up. always doing your best.
Exactly.
It's that Walnut Life.
It's that Walnut Life. And we're interviewing Deborah on a mountain, by the way.
Arabia Mountain. Which is my home. Yes. And I absolutely love Arabia Mountain. Yes. It's in DeKalb County in Stonecrest, Georgia. And if you have not been to Stonecrest, Georgia, and to Arabia Mountain, you need to come. It's pristine and beautiful. Kind of like Stone Mountain, not quite as tall, but pristine. No businesses around it or anything like that.
We love that, right? So it's
come on out. I'll take you hiking.
So fitting for the incline on the mountain, climbing up the mountain. So Deborah, let's go ahead and dive into your Walnut Taco Meat. So I met you at the New Black Wall Street Market.
Yes.
We are sort of like family at this point. We've known each other for a minute.
We're the Aaron's grocery chicks.
We are.
Yes, we are.
And I am also a customer of Deborah's.
Oh,
right?
Yes,
I have purchased her Walnut Taco Meat more than once. I've shared it with family and friends. I've sat in the market, right?
Yes.
Eating her Walnut Taco Meat with some taco shells. Can you tell the viewers what this is? Like, how is it made? What is it made of?
Absolutely. It's walnuts, organic olive oil, ground basil, ground cumin, and granulated garlic and onion. The salty flavor is Bragg's liquid aminos. So every ingredient is nutritionally dense. And that was my purpose in doing this, is that I wanted to create something that could help people on their journey to being healthier. And in my mind, that means being a little bit more plant-based, being connected to your Mother Nature. And so this product is a reflection of that. Every ingredient is nutritionally dense, but it's also from the earth.
You hear that? When did you start, Deborah?
2015.
What made you start? Like, how did this come about?
Well, I was teaching healthy cooking classes.
Okay. You hear her, don't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I'm teaching these classes. I need this protein source, and I wanted it to be something that tasted wonderful. And so, so that's how this got started. And my students were like, you should sell this. You should sell this. And when I needed to make some money, I said, well, you should sell this.
Exactly, right? You're like, I actually need to pay some bills.
Yes.
So I'll try
and it was really amazing because, people go from the walnut and then they taste. So there's a magical.
That's usually the reaction. So I've watched Deborah at the New Black Wall Street Market interact with customers, and that's the reaction. What do you mean walnut taco meat? And so they're trying to imagine meat but you're using the word walnut.
Right. And so that doesn't seem to go together. Although if you think about it, the meat of the walnut is referred to as the meat of the walnut.
Well, you're educating us.
Right. All nuts, the inside is called the meat of the nut. And nut meat is not something I came up with. It has been a source for people who are trying to eat vegan or vegetarian or primarily food-based for years. I didn't even I'm not the first person to make walnut taco meat, but this personally is my version of it. This is my recipe.
That's wonderful. So you started getting a positive reaction once you put it out there.
It just took off. It just took off, and it just never has really.
Are you amazed? Were you amazed at the reaction?
I was amazed, and I continue to be amazed. I really continue. Each time I'm at Black Wall Street, somebody amazes me. Because when I first started, I felt that I could pick out who would be my customer.
Okay.
It would be like, I would see people, I would go, oh, they're not going to want it anyway. But I've learned that that's the very person that will buy it. That's exactly right.
And it's all about, so Deborah samples.
Absolutely.
At the market.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And it's so cute. She has her little tray out. She has her little, chips.
I try to make a taco experience.
She does, really.
So it's like a little tortilla, little salsa, and a little taco meat.
Yes. It's like a heavy hors d'oeuvre.
It is. It is.
It's really neat.
People say, when I say, would you like to sample walnut taco meat? And people say, what?
Right.
And listen, Crystal, I can say, would you like to sample walnut taco meat? It's made out of walnuts, organic olive oil, herbs, and spices. And they'll say, what is made out of? This is walnuts.
Right.
Because as you can see, it doesn't look like walnuts.
It
looks like
taco meat.
Yes.
Right.
And so,
right.
And this is walnut. And
Are you sure? I actually heard one lady say, are you sure? And Deborah's probably thinking, well, I did.
I make it.
So
I'm pretty sure. But I mean, I have found it to appeal to old and young, babies, teenagers that are hard. They don't want to eat anything, but they love tacos, but they already are eating meat tacos and they don't think they like that. And then they taste it and people just love it.
Just love it.
Yeah.
So you didn't make any samples for me today.
No.
No,
I didn't.
not today.
But you know what? You didn't tell me.
I did.
And
I am in her commercial kitchen. So I popped in while she's working.
Yes, I'm in the process of packaging. I produced yesterday and I'm packaging, getting ready for the weekend, going to Black Wall Street to see my peeps and have some fun.
But so this is not really staging. We're not staging for the show.
No, I'm
actually
the Incline. We're
really
staging a little bit.
Just
a little bit.
But she's really working.
Yes, I am.
And this is where she fulfills. So Deborah, this is in your home. Mm-hmm. And this is a new commercial kitchen.
Right. It's in my basement of my home. And that's what I did in 2022. I spent all year building myself. Well, I didn't build it, but having myself a kitchen built. And I put all my resources into it. It was a long year, but it has been so worth it because I'm going to tell you, I love my kitchen.
Yes. I was just thinking about the background of owning a business, right? Mm-hmm. What I want people to understand in watching the Incline is all of the things that you don't see that helps stabilize your business, like building a commercial kitchen.
Absolutely.
In the basement of your home.
Absolutely.
Any challenges? Challenges?
Did you say, how long did you say this was? I got a year of challenges, so I'll just knock it down.
Okay, just a few minutes.
It was a lot of challenges. I went to school. I literally got an education on the process of building something. And if I had it to do again, I do it over and over and over. It was a lovely experience. I learned a lot. And what it taught me more than anything is that you can do anything. Even if you don't know a lot about it, you can keep on moving forward. You can educate yourself about it. And that's what this kitchen was all about. There were a lot of challenges. The work started and stopped, then started again. And then I finally found my angel that came and actually caught my vision and finished the kitchen for me. But I mean, it was a process.
Yeah. And then you think about you're working on a project of this magnitude, but you still have to run your business.
Absolutely.
Big
Absolutely.
deal.
And not
Big
only
deal.
when you're a one-woman show like I am, you know, I make the product,
Solopreneur.
package it. Yes, I make it, package it. I take it to market. I sell it. You know, luckily I have gotten, since I have the commercial kitchen, into, I scaled up a little bit. And so now I'm in wholesale, selling to restaurants as well as to stores.
You're on menus. Are you not?
Absolutely.
So
yes.
Talk to the viewers about the other places. We know that you're in the new Black Wall Street Market. What are some of the other shops or retail locations where we can find Walnut Taco Meat?
Okay, so right here in the Stonecrest area in downtown Lithonia, you'll find my product in Green Love Kitchen. And so that it's in there retail so that you can buy it in a container or you can buy it on a taco. They started out doing Taco Tuesdays and now that has grown so big that it's available all week. Yeah. And so it's also at Super Jenny, which is a really nice lunch spot in downtown Decatur. And her primary thing is soups, Super Jenny. But she has a very nice eclectic menu and my taco meat is now a part of that. We're also at Nuts and Berries in Brookhaven and that's a really nice health food store. And so it is available packaged there. And soon to be in Cultured South, which is on the west side in West End on White Street. So you see I'm on the west, the east, the north. And I also do farmers market still.
She's a business lady.
Yes, I am.
You see
honey.
this. So when you see, this is the part that I want. This is the jewels, right? These are the jewels, the gems that I want viewers to hear and be able to come into some parts of Walnut life. The things that you don't see, the hard work in the background, the office work.
Absolutely.
Right? The networking, the knocking on doors, the presentations.
Especially when you try to switch from something you've been doing and scale it up to a new level. So I've been selling in farmers markets for years now and have done a lot of different markets in the city, really narrowed it down to what I call my home run markets. And those are markets that actually make me the most money. And so I've had that down to a science. But now this selling to having my own kitchen and going to wholesale has been a whole new nut to crack. No pun intended.
Yes, because it's about getting out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely, and not being afraid to. So now I had to learn a whole new skill, not necessarily learn it because I've been in sales before, not for myself, but for others. So I had to take those skills and learn how to do some cold calling. See what I mean? Basically designating who I thought might be a good fit for the product, reaching out, getting some yeses and getting some nos,
right,
and keeping it moving.
Because sometimes we live in a social media world, right? We live in a world sort of like a microwave world online. And it appears that things are done quick and easy and fast.
No.
And to have a stable business with a foundation laid for your business, you got to get up early. You go to bed late.
Well, you know, my husband would tell you I'm not that go to bed late chick. I'm in the bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. He wish I would stay up late, okay?
Deborah's like, listen, I'm out.
But I'm an early bird. See, I'm
early
up
riser.
early. I like to see the sun as it's coming up.
Early
you see
riser.
what I mean?
On the mountain.
Absolutely. So I get up and I get more out of my day, you know, if I can get up and get started with it early.
Yeah.
So, but definitely, you know, to be in business for yourself, you have to be self-motivated.
Deborah, there's some other things extended outside of this commercial kitchen, in nature. As it relates to health and wellness.
Yes, absolutely.
Projects that you are working on. And I want you to share them here first on the Incline.
I would love to, Crystal. I hate talking about myself. No.
Don't worry. I'm pulling it out for the viewers.
Yes. No, I'm actually starting a new endeavor called forest therapy or forest bathing. And it's kind of like sunbathing, but it's forest bathing. Getting out in the forest, not to hike as fast as you can from one point A to point B and back. It's to go into the forest and stay there in a designated area and to utilize your senses to experience that. Your sight, your ears, your smell, feeling the wind, actually allowing yourself to become comfortable, possibly taking off your shoes, letting your feet ground you and really actually touching your feet to the ground. Now, this is not just something crazy Deborah wants to do. There's been a study in Japan since 1984 by Dr. Quing Lee, and it has proven that being out in nature increases your NK cells, which are natural killer cells. That's what kills cancer and disease. And so he has done the research and shown that it affects things like high blood pressure, diabetes. It even helps you to lose weight, helps with depression. It has been shown that getting kids who have attention deficit disorder, getting them out into nature almost cures that. I won't say it cures it, but the doctor does. I'm not a doctor. I just play one in the woods.
Well, you know, it makes sense. You know, man started in the garden.
Absolutely. And we've forgotten that.
It makes sense.
We've forgotten that.
We should be more out with nature.
You know why people don't go out in the woods? There are no electric outlets.
No social media.
No
Wi-Fi.
Exactly. And everybody's suffering. Everybody's suffering. Children, adults, we're all suffering from being detached from nature. And so I am trying to be a part of the solution.
You are an outdoors girl, though.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I wake up thinking about what time am I going to be able to get outside?
Yes. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I'm a country girl, you know, from that earth, you know, way of living. So I really do understand it. I'm sure those of you who are outside adventure type personalities also get it. And we want to motivate others. Come outside of your houses.
Absolutely.
You know, put your cell phone down.
Well, you know, George
Breathe
Washington
the oxygen touch.
Absolutely. Oh, and when you're in the woods, there's actually a substance called phytoncides that the trees give out. They give it out for the health of the forest, for the trees themselves are healthier because of phytoncides. And by being in the woods, you inhale that. It's an actual substance. So it's not just la-di-da. You actually are out in the woods inhaling a substance that helps you be healthier.
So with your project that you're going to be doing with the community, will you also have Walnut Taco Meat out there?
Well, you know, what's interesting is part of the ritual of forest therapy is it ends with a tea ceremony and then a little something to eat. And the tea ceremony is you gather things as you're in the woods and you make tea from it. Now you gotta know what to gather.
I was gonna say, not everything.
You gotta know what to gather.
Not everything.
But you gather things, and then at the end you have a designated area where you circle, you sit, and you share this tea from the woods. And then if you can, you offer a quick something to eat from the woods as well. So guess where walnuts come from?
The woods. Well, Deborah, thank you so much. This has been really exciting for me.
Thank you.
And thank you for welcoming me into your...
I'm so excited for you to have come to my kitchen.
I mean,
it's kind of
really
new and not a lot of people have been in it.
I know. I was
at
so
Aaron's
excited.
Grocery, you're the first one to come.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Deborah said, come. You know, I called her up. It was kind of last minute.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
And you were just so welcoming to me.
Absolutely.
And I just really, really appreciate that.
Thank
you know, you were excited about being on the Incline with Crystal.
Absolutely.
You know,
and I want to congratulate you on the Incline.
Thank you.
And I want to wish you luck with your endeavor of having it help people to expose them to business owners.
Absolutely. You know, motivation, aspiration, thought-provoking, empowering, educational. This is what we're doing on the Incline.
Absolutely.
So I'll see you the next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Yep.
Boy, come on. Hey. Sebastian, stop it. Okay, we're going to go slow. Okay, come on, go this way. I want you to go slow. Come on. Go slow. Here we go. Come on, boy. Slow. So. Sebastian. He's not the girl. They're not going to bite you, but he'll get hair on you. You can get anything you can use.